Alrighty then. Let's have a look at it this way. But the bug out camper is coming right along. I think I have pretty much conquered the elements as far as exposure and being uncomfortable and whatnot. I have run into a couple of RV related problems. As you can see here, we're experimenting with shore power, but I think we've got it down as far as the heating situation goes. All right, this is also going to be a a review of all these products. This is the Out Sunny tent cot, and it's a little different than the last one. But yeah, I did some testing last night, and it was down what to 56 degrees. When I came out here, the cot tent was just a absolute little ice box. And that's the thing about Georgia is that excuse me, bug flew into my face. But that's the thing about Georgia is goodness. There's a little fit and finish stuff on this Chinese stuff, but for the most part, I've really been selective about what I got, and I'm happy with it so far. I had the air conditioner on, about 72 degrees in there, so that I could feel the difference, and started it on the warm setting. This is only 100 watts, 120 volts, so the little guy generator will run it. And that's basically your heat situation, because anything more I'd be afraid of melting the tent cot, and there's not a lot of real estate to hang it. There's one spot right up there, and I don't feel good about having a 200 watt heater that close to a plastic fixture. Might melt. I know that mosquito mesh will probably melt. There's a couple of things here. Let me show you how you get up into it. Pretty simple. Sure these little gnats and stuff stay out of here. I had the front gates open. Now it is quite breezy and nice with the front gates open. That would definitely be a game changer when it's nice and hot out. The fan, I know that little generator is going to run it. That's an electric motor. It's going to require quite a bit of power to run that. But where we have shore power, we've got a three-way splitter. That's all we should need. As you can see, we've got the laptop right there. Sit and watch some YouTube, cook some food. We have a 75 watt right here. I'm going to recharge that, put it out in the sun, and see how she performs. I think it's 75 watts max, the inverter 2 plugs. More than the electric blanket can run, but way less than the generator will put out, so that's a good deal. I like to have these cool surfaces exposed. On this Farland sleeping bag here, this Farland bag is it's okay, but came out here last night, just what I'm probably close to what I'm wearing now, just slipped my shoes off, slipped into the tent cot, and it was comfortable enough, but that air mattress definitely has no insulative value whatsoever. The stuff it's made out of conduct heat very poorly, and the cold just bit right up through the pressure points where I was laying on this bag like this. I could immediately feel it, like around under my hip and under my shoulder. I could feel that heat was bleeding through this bag, and it's rated for like 20 to 60 Fahrenheit, it says. Yeah, 20 to 60 Fahrenheit. Now it was probably 55 out with the wind chill and everything, and it just really wasn't heating up too well. And I said, this is not a 60 degree, 20, I couldn't even imagine it at 20 degrees. But here's the thing about this nice little electric blanket situation. It's a big thing. As you can see, it's under and over it. Just on the warm setting, it was great. Like, I felt almost instant gratification. I could feel that warmth. That's all you're gonna really need, because this little tent cot is gonna hold all of that heat, and it'll be a great place to get in. So we've got the winter done. We can cold weather camp in this and not have to worry. We've got about 7 hours of gasoline that can hold in the generator. And you really don't got to worry too much about stuff unless it's, you know, like mid-January, and then sometimes it can get downright cold in parts of Georgia, especially here in the North Georgia area. But it does have a muffler is what they call that, but that's for your head and everything. It's a pretty legit little pillow. It came with it. Now I have two of these air mattresses. If this one ever goes out, I've got to say, sitting on it leaves a little something to be desired. If you sit on it right dead in the middle, it bows out a lot, but it doesn't do it so much at the ends. Yeah, I think I need to get a little tray table or something like that here so that I can have, you know, the laptop or the air conditioner I'm getting for it. That's the next thing I'm working on, is I'm going to work on the cooling situation. We have fan here. We have lights. I actually posted some Instagram shots of that, but it's nice and bright at night. Uses D batteries, easy enough. We can aim it just about any way we want. Oh yeah, just like that. Perfect. Two settings. I think it'll run for quite a few hours before it gives out on me. And that's what a pack of batteries is for. And then we have our little dual mode crank hand lantern. And it's also now a rechargeable little phone bank battery and everything too, so that's pretty cool. But in the dark, it's a dual mode flashlight. And that's all you really need, covering bare minimum bases. I think I have the heat situation stowed. Just keep checking for any imperfections, any holes. This thing is supposedly able to withstand a nice downpour. You see a bug I squashed right there. And it does have bleed outs. The stitching stops around there so that it can bleed out through here and not actually get into the cot tent. But yeah, she looks pretty legit. The tent doesn't quite go all the way up underneath the cot. It's very snug surrounding it. But yeah, I think actually I'm gonna get that mattress a little bit stiffer, a little more inflated. I think I like that a little better. And believe it or not, the mini truck is not sitting on level ground. I'm gonna have to push it forward a few inches. But for the most part, it looks about legit. Let's see what we got here all enclosed. Oh my gosh. And they do give you quite a bit of cord for it will last. The Sunbeam electric blanket I had, and I'd had it for years and barely, you know, I used it for like a season when I was sitting in a chair and washed it a couple times, and it gave out like a hero. It just was such a mess. But yeah, that inside of there should hold and heat real well. We're about to give it a test tonight, give it a go, see how she do. I think it'll do well. And at only 100 watts of power usage, shoot, I could probably work up some kind of battery system for this. I've seen these Jackery deals everyone's jumping on the bandwagon with. Mix Flip, you know who you are. Yeah, I was like, Jackery, what are they talking about? But yeah, Koopy has one. I think Steve Wills just grabbed one. And they say is good. They say will do. So if they say will do, that means it will do. Although a solar panel situation for this Might be a whole nother ball of worms. I know Koopy's new camper, his K camper, has solar on the back of it. Just leading that into a little impromptu power port. Easy enough to get in and out of it. We have 4 settings here. I used it on just the warm setting and it looked like it was going to be enough. So if I put it on low tonight, and not only that, it says 10-hour shut off. So for 10 hours, you've got your heat situation taken care of. And by then, you know, you're going to have this, we're going to see how well the whole thing just heats this cot tent up. And maybe we'll make a little impromptu sauna tonight or something like that. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching, everybody. And always remember, there's a wealth around you. Stay safe.